On Wall Street, stocks finished slightly higher as investors weighed new economic data showing moderate inflation and affirmation from the Federal Reserve that interest rates would likely remain unchanged this year. The Dow, when all was said and done, rose 6 points. That was it. The Nasdaq gained just about 55 points, and the S&P added 10. Steve Liesman takes a closer look now at the Fed and what policymakers were thinking at the central bank's last meeting.
Minutes from the Federal Reserve's March meeting say a majority on the Fed think the economy is likely to warrant no change in interest rates for the remainder of the year. And several members of the Fed think the current level of interest rates is close to what they call neutral, that is, where the Fed's benchmark rate doesn't stimulate or slow the economy. Because of several mostly global uncertainties, Fed officials warn in the minutes that their views on the right level of rates could change in either direction, that is, up or down. But one smaller group inside the Fed expects growth to rebound from the current bout of weakness. If they're right, they say that could warrant a rate hike later this year. There was no explicit comment in the minutes about any group or individual expecting rate cuts later this year. But there was broad agreement on the uncertainties faced by the U.S. economy. They include Brexit, the waning effects of fiscal stimulus from the tax cuts, and trade tensions. In fact, European Central Bank President Mario Draghi responded directly to President Trump's recent threats of new European tariffs, saying just the threats undermine the global economy.
Certainly, even the fact that these threats are being vented with some frequency is certainly undermine general confidence.
Europe is embarking on a new round of stimulus later this year, but for now, depending upon how the U.S. economy evolves and how these big global issues resolve themselves, the March minutes make clear the Fed is firmly on hold. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman in Washington.